Hey everyone, welcome to Kim Yin Yoga. I'm Kim, and this is my yoga practice. And this is Sin. Named for the Sumerian moon god, not for evil. Alright, today I would love to show you 4 extraordinary yoga postures. They're all wonderful. It's hard to pick favorites, but if you only had time to do even one of these, or all 4, these are my go-to. The first one is more of a Chinese yoga move where we use circular rotations instead of angular right angles. So hands in front in a receptive, receiving mode, palms up, and we're going to make circles up and around. Swim it back, circles, swim. If your shoulders are sore and don't want to have this deep of an awakening to start with, begin small and maybe just do figure eights, and then they can get bigger and bigger, and then you can go into the scoops. A minute of this is just absolutely wonderful. So let's just find a drishti, calm the breath. Feel your sits bones deep into the mat. And we'll take 3 long, slow, deep breaths here with this circular wake up. And as I exhale out the 3rd breath, arms up over the head, bring the shoulders out wide if they're a bit sore, or they can be straight over, big stretch up, breath in and rain the fingers down. From here, we're going into Janusirsasana. I was told very early on, decades ago, that if you could only do one pose, this is the one to do. I'm almost certain you could say that about an awful lot of poses. But to begin with, to get into Janusirsasana, we'll go into a half butterfly, kind of half wide-legged pose, and get ourselves even and straight. And we're just going to go stretch out this side. I find if you stretch the side body first, you can get a deeper Janusirsasana. So, depending on where your edge is, bring the left hand over. You might use your elbow on your thigh for support as you turn the body upward. You might be down on the mat, or you may have a bolster on top of your thigh. We'll just be here for 1 minute. Nice, slow, deep breaths. One of my very first yoga teachers told me, while I was in this posture, that the goal was to lay the spine, the back of the back, on top of the thigh. And I've been practicing for more than 50 years, and my spine's not there yet, Yoga John. But I'm still practicing. 3 long, slow, deep breaths here. If your neck starts to kink at all, point the nose down. And as you exhale out the 3rd breath, return back up, turn towards the right leg, and we're ready to go into Janusirsasana. I like to pull the femur deep into the hip socket, and you find your edge. This is the beauty of Yin Yoga, is that you get to go make it just for you. go to where you feel an edge. So I might walk it down to here. I might grab the foot, but you may well be just up just here, and that's perfect as long as you're feeling the sensations. Go as far as your edge will take you, and then drop knee to nose. We'll be here for a minute. Let everything go. This is the perfect time to practice your ujjayi breath, that slight constriction in the back of your throat that makes the susurration sound, the ocean sound. And just follow the breath in and out. Three more long, slow, deep breaths. And as you exhale out the final breath, slowly bring the head back up, walk it back up, and we will go to the other side. Right leg comes in for that half butterfly. I'm scooting this way so I'll stay on my mat. And we're going to find first that side body stretch. So I may have my elbow to my thigh here as I start to stretch over. Both sides are different. Each side is different, so you have to find what works for you. I may lay the elbow on the mat. Sometimes you can cross it over and get some leverage here by holding on to the ankle. And I want to, again, thinking about putting my spine on my thigh. Just imagine it, because that's might be where you're at right now. The imagination takes you a long, long way. And just have 3 nice, long, slow, deep breaths here. If the head kinks, drop the nose. Lengthen the crown with chin to chest. As you exhale out the third breath, come on back up. And we're going to turn towards the left for Janu Sukhasana, head to knee pose on the left side. Lengthen the spine. I like to imagine pulling my femur back into the hip socket and glide it forward. Again, this might be it. Then you find your edge. Drop your forehead towards your knee, wherever that edge is for you. The only thing Yin Yoga asks of us is to seek the edge and then hold it in stillness. One minute here. I'm relaxing my pelvis, my feet, my legs. Relaxing the skin of my face. The muscles are not in play, but I'm stretching fascia, putting healthy stress on the joints. the bones, strengthening with every breath. 3 more long, deep breaths in. And as I exhale out the 3rd breath, lift the head. Slowly come on back up. And we're going to keep going. Keep going back to Vishnu's couch. This is just a counter pose. It could be a favorite too. It could be an extraordinary, but it's not counted as one today. We're just going to windshield wiper the legs, rolling some weight, some nice weight and attention over the top of the bum, over each hip, across the sacrum. All right, then walk it on back up. And from here, I'm going to turn right around and go flat down on the back for posture number 3, which is sleeping possum. Okay, don't know if you've seen this one before. If you do my Zoom classes, you will have seen it. It's like legs up the imaginary wall. Okay. Arms up, point your toes, point your fingers, and then just relax everything down. The shoulders relax. Let the wrists, hands flop forward. It's nice to have an even weight in the spine, so play with how far forward your thighs go. If I bring them up this far, my spine is flat on the back, flat on the mat. If your legs don't straighten, don't worry about that. You can have bent knees here. It probably looks even more like sleeping possum with knees bent. So either legs straight up the wall or knees bent. You decide. 3 long, slow, deep breaths here. And on the exhale out, posture number 4, Manchakchia. Toes together, knees wide, knees pressing into the elbow creases. I'm going to clasp my wrist. And isometrics. Knees are pushing into the elbow creases. The elbow creases are controlling, containing the knees. And I've got this nice opening. Sits bones open left to right. The pelvis is opening. The spaciousness in the sacrum, spaciousness in the hips. 3 breaths here. If you run out of juice, relax it all down and you can come back to it at the end. 1 more long, slow, deep breath in. And then exhale, exhale everything out. Relax it all. Place your hands on top of your knees and just roll it out. You can have knees together and get a real nice roll over the sacrum, tops of the hips, reverse it. If you go knees wide, you get more of the extremities higher up to the top of the sacrum, the lower spine, wide out into the hips, almost to the coccyx. You decide. All right, and for our final, I know I said 4, but we can't really have a practice without Shavasana And to get into Shavasana, legs out long, let's do a full body stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch it out and relax. Arms come down to the sides. Ponytail out from under the shoulder blades. We're going to do Wiggleasana. Again, if you do my Zoom classes, you know this one, you've learned it. It takes a little bit of practice. I highly recommend it. The focal point is the pelvis, and we wiggle it out. I've got all this energy like dropping a pebble, keep wiggling, a pebble into a pond, and the ripples carry forward to my extremities. Wiggling it out. Deep breath in. Exhale out. In stillness. Palms go to the floor. I'm watching my cat, who's very close to the light. These boys are trouble. Let's have 3 long, slow, deep breaths in Shavasana. Let everything go. If you want to stay here longer, please do. The screen will just wink out and all is well. Otherwise, if you have more things to do for your day, bring your feet slowly up, knees towards the ceiling. Roll it over slowly and gently, pushing right up. Oh, hello, mister. Shavasana. Right on back up to a comfortable seated pose, a comfortable Sukhasana. Arms up over the head, palms together, Anjali Mudra. Thank you for sharing this practice with me. Namaste.